What is going on, guys? It is Cameron, otherwise known as Another White Nerd. We are back again with, well, not Fire Red. This is, not sure what this is. No, this is a Seinfeld visual novel made by you/Devil Business on Reddit. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so that you can check it out for yourself. But I remember seeing this streamed about a year ago by Vinesauce, and I love Seinfeld, and I just think this is a really funny visual novel, and I thought that it was worth sharing with you guys. And it's been about a year since I last seen this, so everything's gonna be pretty fresh to me as well. I only have a very vague recollection of what goes on, so all my reactions are gonna be genuine. I have no idea what's ahead of me or what's in store. So how about we just get started, shall we? Love the music. Jerry's apartment. George sits plaintively on the couch, watching television. A report is on about a recent fatal accident. Terrible! What a way to go! Hope that never happens to me. Jerry's in the kitchen, investigating a carton of milk. Riff on milk. Why did they put the sell-by date on here? Why do I need to know when the milk can't be sold anymore? All I want to know is when I'm not supposed to drink it. Oh god. What have I gotten myself into? Man got crushed, Jerry. Mashed! Worst way to die. Yeesh. Yeesh. Just think about it, Jerry. Crushed to death. George pauses for a moment as he looks contemplatively at Jerry. If you had to get crushed, what would you get crushed by? Giant robot, my fans. Go, my fans. My adoring fans. They trample my body as they rush into the venue to get good seats for my show. How nice for you. How sweet. I think I'd choose a ton of food. A mountain of pies, you know? An avalanche of pudding. That kind of thing. Sounds nice. This is between you and me. An uncomfortable silence looms over Jerry's apartment as George and Jerry consider being crushed. Anyway, so I'm having kind of a problem at school. Deride George. George, having a problem at school? Well, now I've heard it all. Well, it's not school so much as someone at school. It's my senpai, Jerry. Senpai? What do you mean, senpai? You know, Jerry. My senpai. My superior. He won't notice me, Jerry. Listen. I've tried everything, Jerry. I've tried getting better grades. Been going to cleaning duty. I don't even fall asleep in class anymore. Nothing! He won't even look at me. If I don't get Senpai's approval, I'm through at this school, Jerry. Through! What do you do when Senpai won't notice you, Jerry? Senpai's always just noticed me, I guess. I draw Senpai's gaze. Jesus Christ. Kramer suddenly bursts through Jerry's door. Whoa! Something happened then? Something happened? What's going on, fellas? George can't get his senpai to notice him. Senpais, huh? Oh boy. Don't get me started on senpais. So hey, listen. I found this old abandoned warehouse downtown and I've been digging through all sorts of crazy stuff. You guys should come by sometime. You never know what you might find. Deride Kramer. Maybe we can find you a job. You don't know what you're missing out on. There's some amazing junk in there. Where's Elaine? I want to get her in on this. She got a note in her shoe locker this morning from Suzuki-san. Oh my god. Ooh, the old locker note. Spicy. Hey, remember Suzuki-san, Jerry? Small fingers. Suzuki. You mean small fingers, Suzuki? Small fingers. Oh yeah, Toshio. Love that guy. He and Elaine are neighbors from way back. Small fingers, though. Oh my god, this is so bad. Huh. Now that I think about it, he does have small fingers. You know, I never realized it. Oh yeah, tiny. Can't bowl, can't palm a basketball, nothing. Small fingers. Well, I think he's gonna confess to Elaine. Why is confessing always such an affair? It's like I already got the note. I know what's gonna happen. It's basically already done. Just give me the phone call. Oh my god. Typical Japanese school. Behind the school. Elaine is standing alone in a clearing behind the school. She's tapping her foot, patient. Looking at her watch. What did Toshio ask me out here for? I could've missed spin class. If he thinks I'm gonna wait around for him all day, he's got another thing going. Toshio meekly approaches Elaine from behind a tree. I'm sorry I'm late, Elaine. Well, you ought to be. I've been waiting around for almost 10 minutes. You know I have spin class, Toshio. You've been acting real funny lately, Toshio. Elaine, I have something I have to tell you. Ugh. Oh, brother. I like you, Elaine. I want to be more than just childhood friends. I even went here instead of Metropolitan Academy just so we could be together. What? Rebuke. You're kidding me, right, Toshio? Are you saying that you don't like me back? Even after all these years as my childhood friend? Dejected, Toshio buries his face in his hands. Why don't you want to go out with me? I thought we were destined for each other. Oh my god. You got small fingers, Toshio. It doesn't do it for me. Totally honest. Small? You know, Elaine. Somehow, I knew this would happen. I knew you were tsundere. Toshio storms off in a huff. Tears stream out of his eyes. Tsundere? Tsundere? Oh my fucking god. Class 2A. It's lunchtime. George and Jerry sit in opposing desks, eating lunch together. I can't believe this. My mom packed me tuna fish again! I asked her not to pack me tuna fish! What do you got? Oh, Kohai made me a bento. She makes me one every day. Let me get this straight. You've got a Kohai making you a bento every day? Yep. No strings attached. Not to my knowledge. George is silently incensed. Well, that must be nice. It is nice. George and Jerry eat in silence. Senpai walks through the Class 2A door, speaking with another of George's and Jerry's classmates. Jerry! Senpai! Now's my chance. I'll get that Senpai's attention. Go get him, Tiger. George carefully approaches Senpai. Hey, Senpai. Senpai does not turn to look at George. Holy shit. Did you, happen to see my midterm grade, Senpai? Your score was way up there, huh? Wow. Quite a feat. Real impressive. George looks in panic to Jerry, who shrugs. Yep, real good score. Very, studious. George gives up and returns defeated. Grades? That's what you went with? I panicked! Oh my god. Meanwhile, with Kramer, abandoned warehouse. Kramer and Newman fumble through the darkened warehouse. It's pitch black inside, and Newman is shaking in fear. You fool, Kramer! You told me there'd be great stuff in here! Just be patient, Newman. I'm sure once we find the lights, we'll be up to our elbows in treasure. Kramer and Newman forge ahead through the darkness. Distant, indistinct sounds echo through the room. Oh! was that? Let's turn back, Kramer. Don't be a coward, Newman. Are you really gonna turn your back on all of this? Kramer gestures to the dark emptiness. Yes, I'm out of here. My heart just can't take anymore. Newman scurries away, shivering and afraid. Fine then. Run! All the more riches for me. Just gotta find a light switch. Kramer gropes in the darkness. He palms something that feels vaguely like a breaker. Bingo, baby. The light switch flips with an almost deafening boom. The room is illuminated. See, this is what I remembered the most. Giddy up. God damn it. Monk's Cafe. Jerry and Elaine sit across from each other at Monk's Cafe. Elaine is visibly dismayed. We called you Tsundere. Tsundere! And I don't know what that even means. But it offended you. It's offensive. What does it mean anyway? I think you can figure it out. Elaine shoves Jerry from across the table. Jerry? This is important. Is it? I don't want everyone thinking I'm tsundere or whatever. Well, if the way you're acting right now is tsundere, the way I'm acting now? Whatever you're doing with Toshio, do the opposite. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. Well, alright. George rushes through the front door of the cafe, visibly upset. Hey, George. Hey, you guys. There is a pause. George stands by the table, clearly distracted. Something wrong? It's nothing. George sits. George is upset about his senpai, Elaine. Oh, senpai, huh? You know, I stopped worrying about that senpai stuff a long time ago. I mean, senpais, kohais, who cares? George's smile barely conceals his smoldering rage. I guess you're right, Elaine. Who cares? Exactly. What's going on with you, anyway? You're tsundere now? Who told you that? I knew this would happen. Toshio's telling everyone at school that I'm tsundere. You know, Elaine. Yeah? I don't really worry about that stuff anymore. I mean, tsundere, yandere, who cares, right? Who cares, right? Kramer bursts through the cafe doors. He's covered in grease, wild-eyed and ecstatic. George, Elaine, and Jerry look at him silently for a moment. Chide Kramer. So, what'd you discover in that warehouse, Kramer? Big old can of oil? No, Jerry, even better. I scored big time down at the warehouse. Elaine looks to Jerry for explanation. Kramer lives at a warehouse now. Kramer flops into a seat at the table, dirtying the cushion with his grimy jumpsuit. Elaine recoils, disgusted. So there I was. Jerry rolls his eyes. Exploring the darkened warehouse, fearing nothing. Mystery at every turn. And all of a sudden, I had a feeling. What'd you find, Kramer? I could sense something unbelievable. It was calling my name. Kramer! Kramer! Just get to it. So I find the light switch. I turn it on, and wouldn't you know it? Kramer smacks the table loudly, distracting other cafe patrons. Giant robot! Giant robot? You bet your bottom dollar, Georgie boy. 100 feet tall. Giant robot? I'm telling you guys, this thing could really do some damage. Could level a whole city. Just as soon as I get it running again. Then, let's say we guys, we showed off at that school festival. Oh yeah, that's coming up, huh? We'll be the main attraction, the coolest kids at school. Wait, this thing has room for 3? Yeah, 3 pilots. What's up with these mechs that use more than one pilot? I mean, you don't need 3 people to drive a car. It would be chaos. Traffic's already bad enough. Oh my god. I love this so much. Calligraphy club. Jerry is putting the finishing touches on a series of slapdash, illegible kanji. Pretty good. I think I'm really getting the hang of this. Senpai approaches Jerry from behind, admiring Jerry's latest piece. Wow, Seinfeld-kun. Your line work is excellent. Thanks, Senpai. No, Seinfeld-kun. I love your jokes. Tell me one. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't really work that way, Senpai. Haha! You always know how to make me laugh. Gotta talk to Senpai about George. Why won't he notice George? Bring up subtly. Hey, so, Senpai. Saw your midterm grade? Pretty good. Thanks. I don't mean to brag, but I do study very hard. Looks like old George is trying to catch up with you. He's been studying pretty hard, too. Senpai grimaces at the mention of George's name. I know he's your friend, but please don't talk to me about that Costanza. That guy really gets on my nerves. Oh, so you've noticed him? I'll tell you what I've noticed about Costanza. He's a pervert! Makes a mockery of our school's values. The only thing George makes a mockery of is himself. Do you remember the hot springs trip, Seinfeld-kun? Nice place! Really enjoyed myself. Well, it disgusts me to even think about it. But when we were at the hot springs, I caught Costanza peeping at the girls' bath. Not surprised. Sounds like George. The bell rings, signaling the end of club activities. Just who does that guy think he is, anyway? I'm not sure. I'm not sure even he knows. Behind the school. Toshio stands alone in the clearing behind the school. He waits, smirking, his arms folded across his chest. Elaine strides seriously towards Toshio with her fists clenched. Toshio! It's your lucky day. I'm inviting you to go to the school festival with me. Oh, hey Benes-chan. I didn't expect that the note in my shoe locker was from you. Although, I can't say I'm surprised. Toshio, you idiot! I'm doing you a real favor here. You should be thrilled to go with me. Toshio grins smugly. Well, I suppose I have no choice then? Yep. And hey, now we can put that... And hey, now we can put this whole tsundere thing to rest, huh? Oh yeah, of course. You're not tsundere. You're not tsundere at all. Exactly. I mean, it's not like I like you or anything. God damn it, Elaine. It's the dumbest shit, but I love it so much. George and Jerry relax at Jerry's apartment. Jerry stands in the kitchen, picking up and putting down different boxes. George sits in a chair, reading a paper. He looks up to speak to Jerry. Excited for the festival? Gotta do the riffs. What's the deal with the school festival? I had to spend most of my life at school already. Now I have to spend my free time there too? When does it end? Oh hey, you're in the same culture club as Senpai, right? Did he talk to you? Has he said anything about me? Oh yeah, we talked? You talked? Well, what did he say, Jerry? Jerry stares at George for a beat, a look of disgust. He said a lot. George, let me ask you a question. A question? What is it? What do you think about people who peep? Peepers? Peepers. Horror flashes across George's face. He quickly regroups and feigns indignation. Peepers? Disgusting! Trash of society! Perverts! No act is more foul, Jerry. If I ever met a peeper, oh boy, you'd want to keep me away from him, Jerry. I see. George relaxes, seeming relieved. Kramer suddenly bursts through the door, still oil covered. I did it! How's it going, Kramer? Jerry, I did it. Got that bad boy running again. Bad boy? Got what boy running again? The mech! The giant robot! I got that engine purring like a kitten! Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So, let's go, guys! Let's take her for a spin. I say we take her down to the school festival. Strut our stuff. I'll go, but I want to drive. I want to control the legs. George, you got it, buddy. You get to drive the legs. The legs? I don't know. That's a lot of responsibility, George. Are you up to the task? I can do it, Jerry. Let's see Senpai not notice me driving a giant robot. Inside the robot. Oh my god, it's a fucking Megazord. George, Jerry, and Kramer are all in pilot seats. George controlling the legs of the giant robot. George, you gotta ease up. It's a delicate touch. Will you be quiet? How am I supposed to control this if you keep backseat piloting me? I'm just saying, if you're too rough with her, you're gonna get burned. Burned. Bleh. Wait till Senpai sees me controlling a giant robot. Let's see him not notice me then. That's all you talk about anymore, George. Senpai this, senpai that. It's exhausting. Need a hobby. I just realized you're doing Neon Genesis Evangelion. George momentarily loses control of the robot and scrambles to regain composure. Elaine stands with Toshio at the periphery of the school festival. Where do you want to go first, Venice-chan? Elaine stops as she hears the robot approaching from afar. She peers into the distance. Shh! Shh! Toshio, be quiet! Giant robot? Is that Elaine? I thought she didn't like Toshio. She doesn't. So why is she at the festival with him? It's proof she doesn't. That doesn't make any sense. Be there any minute. Oh. George returns to his control station, frantically grasping levers and pushing buttons. You're piloting like a maniac, George. I know what I'm doing, Kramer. I've heard that one before. George haphazardly wrenches the lever out of the control panel. What was that? Nothing. Everything's fine. Doing great, George. Senpai appears on the robot's view screen, entering the school festival. I wonder if Seinfeld-kun is around. I'd love to hear him riff on school festivals. What'd he just say? George turns to Jerry, with an accusatory look on his face. Okay, Jerry, illuminate me. Why did Senpai notice you? I thought you were on my side. I never felt so wronged. The shame, that's a shame, Jerry! Well, George, maybe you shouldn't have been a peeper. George is shocked. He slumps in his seat, defeated. Who told you? Who saw me? Jerry doesn't speak. His face says it all. Senpai! George, we're headed right toward your senpai. We've got to change course. George wrestles with the controls and futility. The robot will not budge. He's got to move. Senpai's got to get out of the way. George pulls the bullhorn out of the control panel. Senpai, it's me, your friend George. You've got to move out of the way. Costanza, I'll never listen to that fool. Baka. He's not moving an inch. It's like he doesn't even notice you, George. Fuck this game, dude. Senpai, please, you have to move! Jerry covers George's eyes with his hand. Looks like Senpai will never notice you now, George. Jerry, George, and Kramer wince in anticipation. Ah! Oh, God.